All righty, we welcome into our studio, everybody, the chair of the Native Plant Society Garden Tour that's coming up. It's Fred Zagst. Good morning to you, Fred.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
He's got those velvet vocal cords, doesn't he?
He's got velvet.
We're something. I don't know.
and plus, he's in a much too good of a mood for it to be a Monday morning. Isn't he? Come on,
he said he's having a good Monday.
Yeah, he's having a good Monday. Give us what is the tips for having a good Monday, Fred?
Man, a good Monday, it's just how you wake up, and you got a choice. You can wake up 6 feet underground, or, man, I'm alive, so life is good. Let's get it going.
Amen to that. Amen to that. I feel better already.
Absolutely. Now, y'all got a big event coming up this Saturday. Starts at 9 o'clock, the Native Plant Garden Tour.
Yes, Ed, what we're doing is it's a chance to celebrate Native Plant Week, which was declared by the state legislature 5 years ago, and trying to introduce people to natives. We're have a lot of water issues right now, and we're saying natives instead of exotics. How can we get these plants into our landscapes where we don't have to water them every week or twice a week or whatever else? Have beautiful plants. They'll attract birds and butterflies. You'll have lizards. The kids will love going out there and looking at all the little critters out there in the backyard. And it's easy to do. We have a young 80-year-old lady that put her own garden in all by herself when she started at 70 years old. So if a youngster at 80 years old can do this, anybody in the audience can do this.
Yeah.
So we're meeting this Saturday. The location, the headquarters will be at the Falls of the Colorado Museum over at 2001 Broadway, and the museum will also be open for tours. It's a great bit of history for the Marble Falls area. You get your wristband. We'll have maps to show you where to go. There'll be 4 private gardens on the tour. The cost is going to be $5 a person. Kids under 12 or 14, they're free. So you got the 4 public gardens. They're all in Marble Falls. Probably drive time no more than 10 minutes between gardens. This is something you can do in about 2 or 3 hours at the most. And plus, we have a lot of plants for sale, native plants for sale, and a lot of experts and volunteers. There'll be a chance to pick up some milkweeds for your monarch butterflies. They're coming through right now, and they're a little hungry, so they might want a little something to eat on, and some nectar plants.
All right. And you also are going to be giving away a free tree, right?
We have 12 trees to give away that we'll be giving away during different hours. And basically, you just have to show up to have a chance to win it. It's kind of by luck of the draw how you show up, and the only requirement is the tree needs to go home with you.
There you go. And this is the time of year to start thinking about planting trees.
This is a perfect time. We're coming into October. This is the time you can start putting your plants in and getting them ready to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Fred Zagst is our guest. He's the chair of the Native Plant Society, and their garden tour that is coming up this Saturday is what we're talking about. Now, Fred, Wade Hibbler, who of course works with us, is always talking about using native plants in the area. As you said, we've had a drought. We need to do something that doesn't require, and Wade has basically said that if everybody went to the native plants and would stop watering their yards, there wouldn't be a water shortage right now.
That could go a long way, because how much water we use on the landscapes, and then people with their grasses out there,
put the
fertilizer on it.
Yeah.
And then you got to go mow the grass.
Exactly.
2 of the gardens, there is not any grass in the front yard.
Yeah,
They're totally devoid. It is plants, it is mulch, and it is beautiful, and they're not out there pushing that lawnmower on Saturday morning.
And there's some great native grasses, too, that are much better than like a St. Augustine, which just sucks up the water.
Great native grasses. The key to that is you probably need to go like the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center to look for planting instructions on that, because the soil preparation is the key right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got grasses. They got a Habiturf. They got it's a Buffalo Gamma mix that does very well, but it's all in the soil prep. You just can't go out there and throw the seeds out there.
Right.
Yeah, you got to have the soil ready. Now, let me ask you something, Fred, because I know a lot of folks, and you mentioned at the beginning of your conversation of exotic plants and native plants, and you talk to people about doing this kind of thing, and that's what I'm always hearing. Well, I don't want to go to native plants because they're ugly. But give us some examples of some native plants that are here that you could use that are absolutely beautiful.
Some of the examples, if you just think about driving 281 in front of either Security State Bank, there's some Cenisos or the Texas sage, which are in bloom right now. That's your Texas sage. It's a beautiful bloom. Think about looking at the Kingsland Library. Right now in the fall is a gorgeous time. There's Salvia leucantha, a big purple kind of blue bloom. There'll be hummingbirds all over it, and there is tons of color. There is more. You can do a native landscape, and you can have color in your yard 12 months out of the year.
Yeah,
so true.
And for people like me that are not very good at gardening, with at least with the native plants, you have less of a chance of them dying on you.
You got less of a chance of absolutely. And you do have local nurseries. You know, we have a list of them, but people like Backbone, Holland Nursery, they carry native plants.
Yeah.
And they got the experts that can help you on that.
Exactly.
Well, all right. Well, y'all get out there and enjoy this and learn all about this, the Native Plant Garden Tour. It's going on Saturday from 9 until 2, and it's going to start at the Falls of the Colorado Museum. That's at 2001 Broadway. You can buy some native plants there, participate in the tree giveaway, and the information booth's going to be set up too, so you can ask some questions and stuff, and the cost is only $5 per person. The children get in absolutely free. Fred, good seeing you, buddy, and you've got a lot of good ideas, and I wish that more people would do this kind of thing, and hopefully you'll have a good turnout and you can educate them to do it.
Thanks so much for the support.
Thanks.